It varies from job to job and from crew member to crew member. Oftentimes we'll have people that have been in the trades for many years and have worked with side by side for many years, and they don't need as much motivation or explaining on how to do things. You know, they're good at what they do. On the other hand, we do have a lot of newer employees that I work with often, and I've found the best way to motivate a good productive workforce is to not only explain why we're doing things and how to do things, but I'm sorry, I said that incorrectly. Not to explain how to fix something, but more explaining why we're fixing something. I feel like giving them a bigger picture of why we're fixing a certain thing gives them a little more pride in their work. And if you have a little more pride in your work, you tend to work a little harder and you tend to be a little more productive. If I have a larger crew, and let's just say, for example, we were doing jackhammering on a project, and I had 8 guys out there, I would put, you know, maybe 4 guys on one section and 4 guys on the other section, and competition is just it's a natural thing. It's going to happen. So once I notice that's, you know, becoming a thing, then we just kind of encourage it, I guess, would be the best way to explain it. If guys are doing better than others, you know, no one wants to be in last place. So competition just kind of arises from that situation, and we end up being more productive. You know, if a guy can see the finish line, then he knows that he is going to be done at a certain time. If you just tell him, hey, I need 35 square feet hammered up by the end of the day, a lot of guys can't see what 35 square feet is, so they just figure, I'm never going to finish this. But if you draw them a line and say, hey, you got to get to here by the end of the day, then they have something to work towards. And that does go a long way as well.
I break down everything task by task before the job ever starts when I make my job trailer list. That way I have everything on site, because the worst thing that we can have is the foreman leaving the job site to go back to the yard to get materials and sundries and PP&E. So if you know you have every task broke down, then that'll help you in the end in your production, because you have everything on site to keep everything running smoothly on your job. Before the project starts, it's great to look at your list of guys who's going to be on your job. That way you know who's good at what task and who may need some help along on those certain tasks. So if you pair your guys up to where they're not having to fight so hard to get production, that's a great thing. If you have 2 guys that struggle working together, they're not going to be so motivated as if they have somebody helping them along and teaching them the correct way to do things, because we all know at the end of the day we want to get production. To me, one of the biggest things you can do is to show your appreciation to your employees. At the end of the day, tell them that they did a great job. You know, it goes a long ways with a person when you show them you appreciate them. You know, we try to go out, if we've had a good month, try to go out and eat pizza at lunch, you know, at the end of the month. And show your guys that they are important to you and they are important to Western, because without them, we cannot get production